reaching their goal begins with today's battle versus Boston.
John, thank you so much. We are ready to get going. John Mullen to take the face-off for Syracuse, Madden Murphy for Boston University. This should be an interesting matchup here. Murphy, one of the top freshmen last year. Mullen, Syracuse's all-time leader in face-off wins, and he starts the season with a victory off the violation. Peyton Anderson, the first to touch it on the Syracuse attack, one of the sophomores who does get the starting spot in place of Owen Hiltz. But it's going to be interesting to see how much he's used, Stephen.
Yeah, I'd imagine Coach Gate and Coach March, they might cycle a couple guys through that spot, but Peyton Anderson, he's very capable. Nice left-handed player.
We could see Michael Leo play some attack. He's got the ball right now coming out of the box. Leo's got a head of steam, gets the shot off, and it's poked away by the goalie Connor Phillips. This is the first career start for the sophomore out of Bethesda, Maryland. He appeared in just 3 games last year, gave up 6 goals in 11 minutes. And here's Joey Spallina going up against Connor Kem, one of the better defenders in the country. Now it's Finn Thompson, another one of these seniors, was out for about 6 games last year. And he gets it off the BTB, just wide to the right.
Looks like Finn Thompson's going to get that short stick. BU is going to double pull Michael Leo and Luke Roa.
Leo down the alley. Now it's Roa. Here's his first touch. An extremely dangerous shooter, extremely ambidextrous. And now he takes it in. Bounces it home. Through the 5-hole, Luke Roa with the first goal of the season, and Syracuse leads 1-0 to get us going.
Talking to Coach Poley this week, he said the #1 guy he was worried about was Luke Roa. He said this offense goes as Roa goes. He's two-handed, meaning he can go left, right, down the alley. Great shot on the run. Nice take there from Roa. Takes advantage of that short stick matchup.
So Roa does get the short stick there, but that's going to be pretty rare for him this season.
Yeah, I think he'll get the pole most of the game. Leo will too.
Once again, John Mullen at the X. Last year, he broke the single-season face-off record and was 5th in Division I at 63%. He's going up against Dane Costas here. He was over 50% last season as the backup, but against John Mullen, the Massachusetts native, it's almost impossible to win any.
Mullen's so impressive. He had such a good year last year. Very focused. Beast of an athlete.
Syracuse scored 98 goals last season following a Mullen face-off win. They've already got 1 this year. Here's the freshman Bogue Hahn. A 5-star, comes from a spectacular lacrosse family. His dad, Matt, one of the better players in Maryland history. His high school, or his club teammate, Wyatt Hoddle, sends it to X, and here's Spallina again. Another BTB pass, but that time maybe going a little bit too fancy, and it's into the stick of the goalie Phillips. Now, BU with the ball for the 2nd time. And it's in the hands of Timothy Shanahan. He's the guy to watch on this Terriers offense. Peyton Forte, a very talented freshman as well.
Looks like Figueres will have that Timothy Shanahan matchup.
Here's Andrew Pape, another one of these sophomores for BU. It's all about this sophomore class. This is the group that's supposed to take the Terriers to the next level.
Andrew Pape, 99 in red. He's a serious player. You see Billy Juan bumping up to pull him. He's a big threat for them.
Sam Burns and Dante Bowen matching up, former teammates at Ohio State. Shanahan closest to it, and the Terriers will keep it.
Pape's a lefty, but he'll go both ways.
Down to 15 on the shot clock. Shanahan engages against Figueres off the post. Jake Spallina fighting through contact.
It's a good start there for the BU offense. Nice to see Timothy Shanahan just get right into the game, right? Riley Figueres, one of the best defenders in the country, goes right at him.
Ended up getting a pretty good look, too, just off the post. So the Syracuse offense back on the field, and these first-line middies get another look. We expect the Syracuse offense to be a lot more fluid in and out of formations this season. Picks all over the place as usual within the Pat March offense. Michael Leo just taking his time. He's got the short stick matchup, so he wants to go into the corner and use this one-on-one. Leo against Charlie Huntley, and it's all Leo, but it's denied by Phillips. He was pushed into the crease, and so they reset the shot clock back up to 60.
Interesting, BU not in a rush to get a pullback on Leo.
Leo sees the double to Roa, steps down, denied by Phillips again. And his first career start, the sophomore standing tall in cage.
I mean, intimidating to place to play, excuse me, bright lights.
Thompson denied, and that time he lands inside the goal mouth, so it goes to BU.
Well, we know Spallina wants to find Thompson inside. That's the third time he's looked for him. Finn Thompson, one of the best off-ball players in the country, 23 in white, Canadian background.
You'll see a lot of Joey Spallina and Finn Thompson behind the backs, a lot of that box lacrosse influence. Here's Tyler Fox, native of Fairfield, Connecticut, was high school teammates with Timothy Shanahan. A year older, the two now meet back up at BU and trying to get this Terrier offense on the board. Ethan Hart gets past his man, bounces it home. The New York native Ethan Hart, just about 2 hours from his home in Corning, evens us up at 1.
BU coaching staff expecting Ethan Hart to have a much bigger presence this year. Nice little S-dodge, gets underneath, gets it back to that inside hand. Ochoa tries to slow him down, but nice finish there. Ethan Hart goes hard to the cage.
First career goal for the senior Ethan Hart. He was between the second and third line last year, as you said, Steve, and he's bumped up this year. And we're all even.
It's a nice start. That's his first touch on the ball, first goal.
Now for the Terriers, it's about winning faceoffs. You've already started off 0 for 2. Mullen kicks it to himself. It's an easy 3 for 3.
So impressive. Mullen can win it right off the clamp, but he can also put the ball to space, and he always comes up with those 50-50 ground balls. I know that one not very contested, but he's a lot more than just, you know, in the 5x5 faceoff area.
Bogue Hahn, Wyatt Hoddle, Matt McEntee, this second line for Syracuse. Here is McEntee. Shoots it on the run and misses wide. He's a very talented sophomore, missed all of last season with a lower body injury, but a top 60 player out of high school.
Murmurs around McEntee, just how good he is throughout the Syracuse community. Really excited to see him this year. Glad he's healthy.
A lot of similarities between him and Hahn, both two-handed athletic middies. Spallina initiating from X. Sees the double, tries to go with his signature move, but way off the mark.
You're going to see 44 in red, Connor Kem matched up with Joey Spallina. Kem's one of the best defenders in the Patriot League. Really aggressive, really athletic. He's a captain for BU.
Kem, preseason All-Patriot League, named to the second team last year. McEntee again, down the alley, and once again, he bounces it wide to the right. Bear Anderson, another shot on the run, wide again. Spallina tries the one-handed pass, and it's a shot clock violation. He had no choice but to hurry. Shanahan Starting the offense again. He is such a talented player. Had a chance to play on the US U20 World Championship team this past summer. Was third in goals on a squad that got the silver medal.
He's a guy, he's legitimately one of the better attackmen in the country. BU always gets a couple of those guys. You know, they're a top 20 team, but they get some of those top players. He's one of them.
Here's Burns. Going at the short stick freshman Jaden Kittlesberger. Now Shanahan's got his defender hung. Now he attacks. Denied on the inside roll. Just excellent defense here from Figueres.
Figueres, he's a star defender. He doesn't get a ton of accolades for how good he is. Wears 11 on Syracuse. That's a nice matchup today for them.
Mike Rooney can't hold on. And here comes Syracuse the other way. It is Jake Spallina once again. And he's one of those guys that'll be a big part of Syracuse's defensive midi room. Played a lot in his freshman and sophomore year, now a junior. Jake Spallina is a heck of an athlete, and of course, he's got some family pedigree too.
Yeah, look for the D-mids. Their job is going to be difficult today in the clearing game. They've been able to get up and out, but BU is going to look to 10-man whenever they can, and a lot of that responsibility is going to come on the D-mids handling that ball.
We haven't seen Syracuse have to have a full clear yet. It's been a lot of turnovers, ground balls the other way. That 10-man will make a big impact, though. Rower with a short stick to Spallina, and now he's got his defender hung. This is not a spot that BU wants to be in. Spallina, one of the better passers that this sport has ever seen. He's got 20 seconds left in the shot clock. Behind the back, McCarthy denied again by Phillips. Well, the sophomore's had a heck of a starting goal. That's his fourth save already. Spallina denied again. Now the flag down, and it is against BU, so Syracuse has a fresh 60, and they can take their time here, look for a good quality shot. But how about this start from Connor Phillips in net?
Connor Phillips came to play. Coach Pauly was talking about his ball stopping ability is great, but he's also one of their most, if not their most athletic goalie, helping them in that 10-man, but clearly helping on a lot of these saves too.
Anderson goes wide on the question mark. And so Syracuse will go to the man up for the first time this season.
In pipes. He's got to use it. Red 4-4, red 4-4, 1 minute, slash. Reset 60.
So Syracuse goes to the man up for the first time this season. We'll take another look at this slash on Connor Kem.
Yeah, right on that back. Spallina keeps going hard against them. That's going to be a good matchup today.
Syracuse on the man up. Greg Elijah Brown a part of this unit. Also the freshman Ted Rawson.
Ted Rawson out of the Lawrenceville school. Nifty freshman.
In the middle, Rawson. We've already seen, what, 4 or 5 behind the back attempts?
Oh, yeah. Nice feed there from Finn Thompson. Balanced man up, 3 lefties, 3 righties.
Thompson thought about taking the shot. Now Spallina inside, Rawson off the pipe. The goalie's best friend, and BU's got a chance to kill off this penalty.
2 nice looks there for Rawson. He'll settle in nicely.
I'm going to kill you.
What a grab there by Hart, but he just steps on the line. A turnover, and Syracuse has it right back and quickly gets over midfield to avoid any chance of going up against the 10-man. So BU does kill the penalty. But Syracuse back with it. The second line now on the field. So we'll see Rawson get a chance to dodge for the first time. Nice defense there from Charlie Huntley. Vermont transfer has been very impressive so far. Spallina gets help from the pick, fires and finds the back of the net. First goal of the season for Joey Spallina, and Syracuse retakes the lead.
With Kem on the sideline, Spallina continues to go, takes his man, runs off that Finn Thompson pick, sticks this one far bottom corner. Spallina with his first.
Fifth year as the head coach of the Syracuse men. Last season, his most successful yet, the Orange made it to the NCAA semifinals before falling to Maryland 14-8, but still really an incredible season. Just one that had a few inconsistencies, a 2-game losing streak and then a 3-game losing streak.
Nice to see them get back to that Final Four. You know, the 3 losses in the middle of the season leading up to that ACC tournament. 2 guys that I want to highlight, you know, Sam English gone, Owen Hiltz gone, obviously phenomenal players, right? World class, they're phenomenal in the PLL, the NLL with the Toronto Rock, their teammates there, but their leadership is really what gets the team through that, right? But this is something that to keep an eye on from Syracuse. Who's going to step up into that role, really be able to carry them through that?
One guy that Syracuse is missing this season is Trey Deer. The junior unfortunately sustained a lower body injury in a car accident during the offseason. So he's out for the year. And he is in there with the beanie on, with the crutches in his hands. So hoping for the best for Deer. Expect him to be back on the field next season.
And it's just got to be next man up for them. They have to figure out. You know, obviously they played all fall with him, but they don't have him this spring, so have to figure out, fill that hole. We're seeing it on man up a little bit.
Murphy goes early again. That's his 2nd violation already, and Mullen's shot just sails way high. Ryan Poley made it quite clear that there has to be a big focus on stopping Mullen off the draw because he is one of the more dangerous shooters out of all face-off men. And I feel like there's not a single weakness to his game.
Yeah, that's a tough substitution there by BU. They just made that a 6-on-5 right away.
Hahn, what a shot from the freshman. Perfectly placed into the bottom left corner. And Cuse has back-to-back goals for the first time this year.
Hahn, the freshman midi from the McDonough School in Maryland, he's going to be a name to remember here for Syracuse for a while. He can go lefty, righty, and he already has that ACC midfielder build. He's settled in really nicely here, and that's a great first look, great first goal for Hahn.
Bogue Hahn, the number 17 player in the class of 25. As you said, played at the McDonough School, played his club lacrosse for Team 91, coached by Mark Millen there.
And he's a guy, if he has to go back on defense, he can, right? And then he can help them in the clear. He can do a lot, and he's only going to do more as the season progresses.
Mullen stays perfect on the day at the X. He's 5 for 5. Here's Tyler McCarthy in his junior year now with the Orange. Played 19 games last season. The shooting was a bit of an issue, but worked on that a lot in the offseason and has seen big improvements there. Syracuse playing 5-on-5 here with Mullen still on the field. Spallina gets through everyone, just bounces it high.
So you'll see Syracuse do that. You'll see Johnny Mullen stay on and play 5v5. It's nice because it opens up the field. There's more room to dodge, but you still have to remember the principles of the offense. You really cannot be giving up. You know, someone can't take a shot and you don't have backup that early in a possession. So if you're gonna play 5-on-5, someone's got to fill that role.
Freshman Peyton Forte, he likes this matchup against McCarthy.
Forte, a late switch. He was committed to Navy up until about the last second. He flipped last summer, goes to BU. Really nice get for the Terriers.
Baltimore Sun Player of the Year. Has it here. And he's got his first goal. Speak of the devil, Peyton Forte, the highly touted freshman out of Baltimore. And it's back to a 1-goal game.
When it was announced that Forte was going to leave Navy, everyone wants him, right? He's a phenomenal player. You see Pape go really hard here versus that Billy Juan matchup, just draws 2. Forte sets his feet, gets ready. They've got some nifty lefties on this team, that low-to-low, far pipe. McCool can't do much about that. That's a great first career goal for Peyton Forte.
Tyler McCarthy got stuck on the field there, too. Maybe a bit of a communication issue with him and Dwan led Forte to be wide open. But he's got his first career goal. And now BU trying to win its first face-off of the game. But Mullins now 6 for 6. Gets it knocked out of his stick, a yard sale, and the ball stayed in it, so that's an illegal procedure, and back to BU.
Aiden Johnson, great play there for Boston, 52 in red. Didn't give up on that faceoff.
Johnson, a former high school teammate of Peyton Forte, Wyatt Hoddle, Calvert Hall guy. Ethan Hart, he's already got 1 goal today.
I'd expect Boston, if Forte is going to continue to have a short stick on him, like we see here, they're going to look to run a decent amount of the offense through him or use him as a picker like they did on that Pape dodge.
See if they do that right here. Shanahan has it, and Forte's coming over to help. And they get the switch, but what a play there by Ryder Ochoa, the junior who came in from St. John's last year to knock it out and win possession back.
Ochoa was a nice get for Syracuse last year. He had a pretty good season. You know, that D-midi room is improving, and they're really going to rely on him this year, right? They're light there. It's a big question mark for Syracuse. Nice play there from Ryder Ochoa, but also Connor Kemp with the takeaway.
And that does it for the end of the first quarter. We'll step aside, but be back in a moment. It's been a good start. 1-goal game after 15 minutes.